Welcome to the Copper King Mine and Railroad. Today we're going to talk about shovels. The shovels here on the Copper King Mine and the shovels at Bingham Canyon. So, stay tuned.
Well, let's take a look at the shovels at the Copper King Mine. I only have two. They are CAT 315 CLs, hydraulic shovels. They're not big enough, they're not to scale, and they're not getting the job done here at the mine. I'm looking for some old line rope shovels in HO. If anybody has any ideas, leave it in the comment. I might have to scratch build some on my own. So we'll just take a look at these for a minute. The shovels on the Copper King Mine. So here's one on the second level. We're coming into it right here. I just have these little grain lights in front of it, so I could do some nighttime digging. See how small this is and how small that dipper is. So that one's on the second level. And the next one, it's on the fourth level up. That's just over here. I'll have to move this train out of the way to these empties right here so we can see it a little better. It also has a little green light in front of that, so looks like it's shining up on the where it's digging right here. See that little green light right there? So you can see these need to be bigger. So that's what I'm looking for. You're just not getting the job done here on the Copper King Mine. So that's my two shovels here. So let's look at shovels at Bingham Canyon Mine. They started open cut mining in 1906. They used the train and shovels. Look at this picture. They're loading this big old rock. You can hardly get that rock in his dipper. The first shovels were mounted on railroad wheels. You can see here. They had to keep the tracks built in front of the shovel, and they also had to keep moving the rails for their trains next to the level. So it's really labor intense to keep the steam engines running. Look at this one. This is some ladies. This guy sitting in front of this dipper. Now these dippers aren't very big. I think the early ones was only about 4.5 yards. Then in the early 1920s, they started putting them on these crawler pads. You can see some pictures of them on the crawler pads here. This is from an old postcard. Then in the 1920s also, they converted the steam to electric motors. So they 1923 they started buying all their shovels electric instead of steam. That saved them a lot of time and energy hauling water and coal to the shovels. Now they used these old standard shovels until 1954. Here's a colored picture of old standard loading a train. And I think this picture right here is actually 1954 when this was the last standard shovel at the mine. Then in the 1939-1940s, they started to use the fully rotating shovels. We called them whirlies. Let's take a look at some of these whirly shovels. You can see it loading the ore car here. Dip the first. Here's a bird's eye view over the train. That's a great shot. It's down at the level. Here's a colored picture of one. Here's another one loading the waste car. It's still loading these big old rocks. This one right here. This one is a neat shovel, a whirly shovel, overlooking the mine in the background. Now they brought these shovels in rail cars in pieces, and then they just assembled them at the mine. There's some great pictures of that, putting these shovels together. Looks like they was using the old big hook, the old rail crane derrick there. Now it was a dangerous job too. The banks would come down on these shovels. You can see this couple pictures of shovels being smashed in by the big old rocks and stuff. Then in 1963 the trucks came and the shovels kept getting bigger. I think this 27 was a 15-yard dipper. And in the late 70s, they even got even bigger and bigger. I think this 76 was actually a 27-yard dipper, loading bigger trucks, 150-ton truck. And they just kept getting bigger and bigger from there. There's some great old pictures of a 45 shovel. So that's the shovels at Bingham Canyon Mine.